Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. My name is Jake, and today we are going to be getting into some more firewood. As you can see over here, I just laid out about 5 or 6 nice ash logs with the pallet forks on the tractor. So I'm going to get to cutting those up into rounds, get them pushed up closer to the splitter, and then I think Sarah should be coming down from the house once she's done with work to help me split and stack into IBC totes. So that was nice and easy, getting the rounds over to the splitter here. Louie is down here with me, observing everything and making sure everything's running smoothly. Now I got a little fire going in the old oil drum here. I've been burning, if you guys remember a couple videos back, I made this like kindling catcher kind of thing, or scrap catcher, out of the old IBC tote bladder, and I put it underneath the sorting tray of the log splitter. Worked great. I threw it up on a pallet after some of you guys suggested that, and I've burned, you know, the majority of it. This thing was all heaped up. So now there's just little scraps in there now, and the fire isn't quite hot enough. I had it really hot yesterday, so all the coals were left over from yesterday, and I got it going without any match or lighter or anything. So it's still kind of smoldering. It's starting to take, but it's not going good enough for me to be able to dump on all this stuff. So this stuff's just going to stay in the bottom of the tote. I'm going to load it up with the pallet forks and put it back underneath the splitter. Getting ready to split. All right, guys, well, Sarah just came down to the wood yard, and she is here to join me in splitting some of this wood. I guess, what, your meeting ran a little bit late?
Yeah, but I'm here now. We
got a little bit of daylight left.
Hour of daylight left.
Yeah, wow, the sun looks beautiful behind you there on the hilltop with all the fall colors. We got all these rounds here. we should be able to power through these before it gets too dark.
You could do it.
Yeah, so we're gonna fire up the splitter. We just split a little bit. I've still been testing different settings for the detents on this auto cycle. As you can see, my bolt is bent yet again, but I actually have a pressure gauge coming that I'm gonna hook up to this main in-feed line to the valve so that I can test the pressure and accurately test it so that hopefully I'll stop breaking bolts. But we're gonna split some wood. Okay guys, so as you can see right here, both levers on the auto cycle valve kick back, and they're not supposed to. One is supposed to kick off at the end of the stroke, and the other is supposed to kick off once it is fully retracted back in. As I mentioned, I have a pressure gauge on the way so that I can hook it up and see what pressures I'm pushing and adjust it accordingly. But as you'll see here in a second, I'm going to grab a couple wrenches and stuff. That way I can adjust the detent pressure for the return stroke and hopefully try and get it within spec throughout the video here. That way I don't have to keep holding both levers to make the auto cycle valve function properly. So once I get that pressure gauge, I should be able to adjust everything accordingly, and hopefully I won't be breaking any bolts in the upcoming future. So after calling Prince Hydraulics, who's the manufacturer of the auto cycle valve, I found out that the first spool, which is the first lever, needs to be adjusted at 1500 psi, and the second one needs to be at 1700 psi, and they always have to maintain a 200 psi gap or difference between them. right, guys, Sarah and Louie are heading up to the house because it is now dark.
Is it dinner time? Yeah. Someone's excited.
Someone's excited. Louie has been whining this whole time, but Sarah and I did half a cord. We did one full tote and then a little bit more than half of this second tote here. We got all of the rounds cut up. Great job, Sarah.
Thanks. We did good.
Yeah, you're getting the hang of it. Obviously, the RuggedMade splitters you saw in a couple of those shots, I need to get that detent valve sorted out. So hopefully in a couple days, those hydraulic fittings will be here and I'll be able to test it out. And I'll try and make a video on that. But yeah, so far so good. Making progress. Well, all right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I'm using my big tool rack magnetic light over here as a backlight because it's pretty dark. But Sarah and I banged out a bunch of wood here this afternoon, so that's great. And I love that I have her here all the time to help me. Nothing better than a live-in helper. Firewood helper, that is. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you like the video, give us a big thumbs up. Haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below. Questions, comments, feedback, put it in the comments section below. Be sure to share with a friend. I'm Jake. This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time.